Hey y'all, so on our last video we forged a camp table, and today I'm going to make an attachment for that table, which is going to be a lantern hanger. So what I've got here is 34 inches of 3/8 square bar. I'm thinking this will be what I need, but I'm not sure because I haven't made one of these before, so we're going to try it and see. But if you're out camping and you got the table set up and you get up really early to cook breakfast, or you're come in late in the evening and it gets dark on you, you need to be able to see to get your meals ready. So we're going to make this where we can hang a lantern on it and light our table. We'll throw this in the forge and we're going to get started. We're going to go ahead and start with our end. It's going to go onto the leg like it does our swing arm cooker. I'm just going to flatten this down and taper it. Once I get it down to the thickness I want, I'm going to go ahead and draw this end out, put our little decorative curl on it. You don't have to do this, it's purely for looks. So now, as far as making our twist to go on our leg, all I've got here is a piece of 1/2 inch round stock, which is the same size as our legs, locked into vise. I'm going to take my bar, I'll put it on here at about a 45 and just hold it with a pair of vice grips. Try to twist it around. I might have to do a little readjusting here. Stick that back and forwards, let it keep the heat. Now let's try it again. Lose my heat before I can get it locked down. say third time's a charm. Yep. So then we just wrap it around. And the square bars won't twist on me, but I want this spaced out. This is just not cooperating with me today. Now we'll try this one more time here. I want to keep this, try to keep this flat as I'm twisting it around. Or we're going at an angle. So I have to go with the twist. So now, should be able to get one more heat here. So we can loosen it up. We'll get one more heat and I'm going to stick it back on there, and then I'm going to bend it where it's straight up and down. So my goal with keeping it spaced is that I can screw it on without having to pull the leg out of the ground. But I might have to work on that a little bit more. So right now what I'm going to do, try to hold this on here with my tongs. I have to get a different pair, up a little bigger. And I just want to bend this straight up. There's our curl to go on. I think I'm going to have to space that bottom out just a little bit more so I can just twist it on without having to put it on before I drive the leg in the ground. So like I said, this is my first time making one like this, so y'all are learning with me. What I'm going to do is just try to space that out. Having to take the leg out. I may have one too many twists in it to be able to do that, but it'll work like that. So now we're going to let this cool, and I'm going to work on the hook end for our lantern. For our hook, our usual process, we're just going to draw this out to a point. want to keep square, so I'm not going to round it up. So for some reason the last clip didn't record, but what I done was stuck this section in the vise right here at the end, and I bent it over double. And we're going to stick with a square theme on this, so all I'm going to do is forge this down flat together. Try to keep it nice and square. So now I'm going to take another heat and I'm going to stick this back in the vise about 1.5 inches down, and I'm going to bend our hook out. I'm just going to take this and go straight down with it. Take my bending forks and turn our hook. I believe I'm going to have to get a little more heat in it to do that. Now use a bending fork in the vise, and we'll just hook our hook in there, tap this around a little bit, get it started. Hook down. Now all I'm going to do is just true everything up, make sure the angles are what I want. That is our lantern hanger. So like I said, for this one, it's the first one I made and y'all was learning with me, and I put one too many twists in just to be able to roll it on there like I wanted, but it's okay. We just pull one leg up out of the ground, put it on, tap that leg back. We'll raise it up to where we want it. And hang our lantern on here, and I believe it should have been a little bit taller as well. It's fine. We'll learn for the next one to make them a little taller. So like I said before, I'm no expert and sometimes I make mistakes. This is a learning experience for me. It still works, but I did learn it needs to be taller, and I need to do a little bit of an offset to get around the eye. But that's part of it. When you're trying new stuff, sometimes it don't always work out on the first go. But that's our lantern hanger for our table. Hope y'all enjoyed it. maybe we learned something together. I know I learned something, but thank y'all for watching. Have a good one.
So Daddy made this table. Daddy made this one.